Hey, what's up guys? Ziggus here with another Diablo 2 guide. A quick summary of this guide. What I want to do with this is to help people get started quick in ladder, and the character I like to do it with is the Necromancer. Now there's plenty of other guides out there that if you want to look up different characters, different ways to do it, you can do that, and I will have a guide on how to get rich quick coming out linked with this video as well. But for now we're just going to talk about how to get started quickly in ladder with the Necromancer. So I prefer this is going to be a poison and bone build, but it's going to start out as a summoner build. And a lot of people like summoner builds. I just like poison and bone. So what you're going to do is for the first between 18 to 20 levels, so basically up until the end of Act 2, you're going to run summoning skeletons. So all you're going to need to do is you already have 1 point unlocked here. You're going to want to put 1 point in teeth so you can do some damage to help get the skeletons sooner. And you're going to want to put probably a point in amp damage after that. Get another skeleton up, another point here in raised skeleton, and probably 1 point in bone armor at some point. And you're going to throw a couple points in mastery. And then at level 6, you're going to have Clay Golem will unlock, and also Corpse Explosion, which is going to be extremely important for you. So you only really need 1 point in Corpse Explosion, and really 1 point in Golem. Most of what's going to do your work for you is your skeletons. And you're just going to use your Golem as kind of a block or something to cause aggro. Like when you get to Duriel, start a ladder, people aren't going to be geared, it's going to be hard, so you'll be able to pop that Golem and just spam mana pots. And that will essentially really, that's got me through Duriel before. And it does work quite a bit. Now you're going to do this build until 18 to 20, and sometimes I'll wait till I'm 20 to go ahead, and it's the first skill when you do, or I'm sorry, the first quest when you do Den of Evil. Kara over here will give you the ability to reset your skills and character attributes. You can do that, and then what you're going to do from that point when you respec. So our main priority is to first get some damage going. And we do want to get down to Fire Golem, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. But we will throw 1 point in the Clay Golem. Unlock Bone Spear. You're going to want to put as many points as you can into Bone Spear. 1 point into Bone Armor. And then the remaining points you have are going to go into Bone Wall, because this is going to synergize with not only your Bone Spear, so you'll have extra damage versus just maxing what points you can put in there. And you'll get a bonus to Bone Armor. So going forward after that, until you can unlock Fire Golem and also these, I would put all your points into Bone Spear. And that's pretty much going to get you through all of the normal difficulty. So after you get to Act 5, the quest you're going to want to go back and do, of course, is Den of Evil. You're going to need to do that for reset. You're going to want to do the sewers. These will both give you skill points. Also, you're going to want to do Lamb Essence Tomb, and also get the Golden Bird. These all kind of just, the Lamb Essence Tomb you'll have to get, but the Golden Bird should fall for you. It's a Jade figurine. Isual for +2, and then of course you want to do, most importantly, Act 5, the Resistance quest for Anya. I do want to talk about the level progression. So when you first start out, you're going to want to try to get to Cain, which is the third quest here. You get to Tristram. And as soon as you can get there, you can start doing Trist runs from level 1 to 15. And then somewhere between 14 and 16, you'll head into Act 2. And then after that, by the time you finish Act 2, you'll probably be close to level 20. So what you can do is, if you're level 20, it'll take you 2 tomb runs. If you're not familiar with tomb runs, most people are, but just in case you're not, the last part of Act 2, there are 7 tombs. So you run all 7 2 times with at least a party of 3 or 4, and you'll go from 20 to 24. It doesn't take that long. A lot of people have debates on what to do, but practically, early ladder, this is going to be what you're going to want to do. So let's talk about gear. So starting out, you're not going to have a whole lot. This is what the runes you're going to be looking for primarily is Dole and Io, because these are going to get you the white wand here. Now, a quick side note, you can get this wand by just coming over here to Akara and just searching. Now, we're in Hell right now, so all of them are going to be in Magic, but in Normal, it's easy to find like a +2 to Bone Spear that has 2 sockets. You know, that's basically what you want to find, because this build, the way I do it, I prefer Bone Spear over Bone Spirit. So, back to gear. You're going to want, now, to find a Monarch, you're probably not going to find that early, but you will find a Crystal Sword. So, the first order of business before the Crystal Sword, however, to make Spirit, is to get a 2-socket chest piece. So that way you can make Stealth. That's going to be your biggest helping factor early on. Now, after that, you're going to focus on trying to get these runes and make Spirit. And now I do have a Bone Flame here, but you can find a lot of rare offhands for Necros that are really nice. This was the only thing better than what I had previously for a long time, which was a rare, and that was to summon my Fire Golem, because it just had extra stats based on that on my offhand. Mage Fists are pretty easy to find. You also want to craft belts and amulets, and any faster run walk boots would be great. I like Nat's Sanders work. That'll be an early find. That'll give you a lot of run speed. And that's pretty much going to get you going, because you're going to get the faster cast rate and the regen mana guaranteed. Potential for +1 to skills. This was a pretty good roll. Had pretty good stats on it, and this was one of the early ones that I had. You can run into some other ones later on that aren't bad. You know, even something like this with no plus skill, but still the cast rate and the regen mana, it's really huge early on. Like I said, any faster cast rate gloves will do, whether you get Mage Fist or Trangs, which Trangs are a lot higher. And it does add to curses, but I prefer the Mage Fist for the Corpse Explosion bonus. Now, to show you the skill distribution and how I have it set up here, got 1 point in Bone Armor. I put an extra point in Teeth by accident. I would have 1 point there. 1 point here, but you see with all the plus skills, you want at least about 7 yards. If you don't have the plus skills, bump it up, because what you're going to use this for later to farm high range, you're going to want that high Corpse Explosion range. So pretty much max Bone Spear, max Bone Wall. Then you're going to go for, I went for Bone Spirit and then Bone Prison. Pretty much just unlock Decrepify 1 point, and you get the plus skills also, so it'll give it a longer duration. Which Decrepify, as it says, it does amp damage, it slows and weakens. So I prefer this over amp damage or lower resist. And then for your summoning, I just have 1 point in each of these to unlock Fire Golem, which I have a few points in. 2 there. I put a couple of points here, 5 base points to really bump up the life. And then a few points, I put 1 point because I have the extra plus skills, so it bumped it up enough to kind of offset the negative impact of Hell. And for your Mercenary, starting out, you're going to want to just anything with Life Leech. Like here, I still have original Smoke I made and put on him just because it was a high defense value, so he gets hit less. And then, of course, your Insight, you're going to find that as early as you can as a caster and get that put together. And then, a lot of people use Talrasha's Mask. Crown of Thieves works also. You just get a better, which it's maxed out here with the resistance because of smoke, but if I was to take this off, you can see it's 54-54. So
I'll put that to good use.
but any of that stuff will keep your Merc alive, keep you rolling, and will get you through. So be sure to check out the How to Get Rich and Ladder guide, which is going to tie to this. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care.